All right, we are recording this presentation, this educational seminar, and I will kickstart and invite my co-host partner, Ms. Yolanda. So first and foremost, a very warm welcome to all the guests here, all the BG members here, all the leaders here, all our directs and team members here. I am so grateful that you are taking the time to spend this hour with us and learn about BG Wealth Sharing. And my alarm went on because I also have a bonus signal to do. So I'm going to mute myself and I'm going to invite my partner, my amazing leader, my running buddy here, Miss Yolanda Bowman, to kickstart our meeting today. And she's going to give you a little bit of house rules before I will share my deck. So welcome, Miss Yolanda.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to BG Wealth Sharing presentation by Ms. Goggins Sakaria. And we want you all to enjoy everything as you all listen intently for the old people who have been in BG for a while and for the new people who are hearing it for the first time. I am Yolanda Bowman, Level 3 spokesperson for BG Wealth Sharing, and I am sharing this opportunity with Ms. Goggins. I am on her USA team, and we started doing BG last June. I have been in this organization for about 8 months now, and I am now at level 3. I am very happy to be here, and I am on my way to getting the third permanent signal. I'm just waiting on time to come on along. So I want you all to, you'll know more about that in a few minutes. I want you all to know that this lady is awesome. She has done great with the presentations. And because of her presentation, she's been able to just honor people all around the world and just help them with their building their wealth with BG Wealth Sharing and Professor Stevens. And I have learned a lot from this young lady. And so she's a multitasker, she's a team builder, she's a university professor, she's a business owner. And I want you all to understand that you all are in good hands. We have great teaching. We have learned a lot over the last several months. And she has elevated herself to level 8 in this organization. And that's a huge success. As a matter of fact, her mother became level 7 on the same day. And it was a great honor to be there and witness all the things that she has done. And we are very truly blessed to have her in our lives. So she became uh, level 3 to 6 in within 90 days. So you all don't even understand. She's putting in the work, and you all will have to do the same thing if you want to achieve half the stuff that she's done. But I really truly appreciate her being here. So we do have some house rules before we get started. We all are adults here, so please be respectful on the calls. And we also want you to do not raise your hands during the presentation. We will answer your answers, your questions at the end of the call. So if you have any questions, please write them down, get your pen and papers out so that you can actually write down what you may be thinking about at that time so you don't forget your question. And just listen intently, share this information with other people. We are trying to change the world. And as well as that's Professor Stevens' goal, he wants to just eliminate poverty from everyone. So also, if you are new with BG Wealth, please welcome. We want to welcome you. Please share this information. Listen to the person that brought you into this presentation and get back with them. They may be able to give you some answers that you do not have. She can only take so many questions, and she can only take so many and answer so many questions. So if you all will give us a warm welcome and welcome Ms. Goggins Sakaria. She's going to give a presentation tonight.
All right. So I hope I'm loud and clear. Thank you so much, Ms. Yolanda, for the kickstart of our meeting today and also for the house rules, welcoming all the members, all the guests, and for my introduction as well. For those of you who are new and guests here, I just want to give you quickly my little short, brief introduction. My name is Gagan Sirkaria. I'm a high achievement business coach. I'm also a proud BG member, just like so many proud BG members here who are also our partners. I'm also going to share with you the fact that I am here not only to educate you, to share the slide deck, but we are here to give you information so that if you choose to be on this journey with us, you have the right information to make your decision. A lot of people are misinformed. A lot of people also don't know how to share BG Wealth sharing with their family and friends. So my focus today is going to try to answer the frequently asked questions so that if you are new or if you are a guest, you will be able to understand, and I hope you will take notes here. So I'm going to kickstart today's presentation with disclaimer. This presentation is for education purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. I am not going to give any financial advice to anyone. This presentation is not an enticement or a guarantee of any results. Results in the BG investment project are based on your knowledge, your understanding, your efforts, your determination, your perseverance, and your focus to follow instructions, rules, system, guidance, and processes set in place by BG Wealth Sharing's founder, owner, Professor Stephen Beard, for the trading signals that we do copy trading with. BG is a Web3 trading project on DSG Exchange, which is a private exchange that requires crypto to participate. And if you are new to crypto, please do not get fearful or scared that this is something that you can't do. There might be a slight learning curve, but digital assets are real. And of course, they have a lot of utility attached to it. So that is something that you will be learning if you choose to be a member of BG Wealth Sharing. Today's presentation is not an investment advice either, even though I am authorized as a senior investment advisor with BG Wealth Sharing, but I'm not doing any investment advice either today. I'm not giving any offer. I am not going to be doing any solicitation or selling any investments. Today's presentation is all about financial literacy. It is all about our platform to help you educate and get a clear understanding, or at least help you gather the information so that the person who's invited you today, you can sit down with them and ask informed questions to make your decision. Past performance or my performance is not indicative of future results or your results. Cryptocurrency market is very volatile and it involves high amount of risk, just like any investment for that matter. So in which you could lose a lot or all of your investments. So please learn how to do the investment properly, how to manage your portfolio, how to do your due diligence before you choose to invest with our program and do copy trading. So one of the biggest questions that people often ask is, what is BG Wealth Sharing? Well, BG Wealth Sharing is the world's largest hedge fund for ordinary people like you and I, for retail investors. However, BG Wealth Sharing is also a registered investment advisory firm with the US Securities and Exchange Commission. It is an incredible program for financial literacy where you can actually learn how you can create wealth and double your investment in under 60 days. Yes, you heard me right. It is an amazing financial literacy program that can help you learn how you can double your investment in under 60 days. It is a credible, fully compliant, legal, and transparent system that changes lives all over the world. And right now, we are doing that with over 500,000 proud BG families in over 100 countries worldwide. So let's talk a little bit about what is exactly that we are going to be doing. Well, as you choose to become a BG member, and yes, it's a choice, nobody's going to force you to do that. If you choose to be a BG member, you will be trading on DSG Exchange. That's it. Now you may ask, well, Gagan, I don't know how to do trading. I've never done trading. Exactly. I was also on the same path at the same spot where you might find yourself today about 14 months ago. I tried trading. It is not easy, and it is, of course, not my cup of tea, but I understood a few things. That digital assets is the future. I understood that I didn't have a retirement fund and I needed to do something about it. And I was also looking for some leverage where my funds are guaranteed with their safety. And maybe I can do a little bit of compounding, or maybe I can win the trades a little bit more because I was losing. So trading on DSG exchange is how we make our money, how we do the compounding. So, okay, now we are trading, but how? Well, it is a copy trading platform and a program where three parties come together and work hand in hand to build wealth to create daily income. So Dr. Beard, who is the founder owner of BG Wealth Sharing, he issues a code that we copy. Then we go into our own exchange account where our money is sitting and we are the custodian owners of those funds. We copy the code that he issues. Then we log in. We go to futures. We click on invited me. We paste our code here and hit the confirm button. That's called copy, paste, confirm, copy trading. That's all we do 2 times a day at a particular time based on the country, the server, or the time zone that you exist. Because we are in over 100 countries. So if you are in United States, you will be trading with US, Canada, Mexico time zone, and also some parts of Australia and European countries are also on our server. So we get the code from the company owner. He has tremendous success, knowledge, experience, and he's one of the best mentors you can have. So that's all we do. When he issues the code, we copy it, we paste it in our own trade account, and we then wait and let the AI do the trade. Because when we paste the code, we go and check in our position order in our own accounts to see if the trade actually, the AI pulled 1% of the assets. Now, you might ask, what is the secret with the 1%? Well, we are amazing in our system. Why? Because Dr. Beard has probably cracked the code for this. And there is an accuracy of 99.6%, a winning ratio of the trade signals that he issues. And when we go and trade, only 1% of our assets are pulled and in a pool for the trade to go through on the exchange. Why 1%? Because it is a conservative way of trading. And if the 1% trade that we executed is successful, there is a promise of a 60-40 split on that trade that was successful. 60% is ours, meaning the communities. 40% is the DSG exchange. Now, it could be a 65-35 as well. So there's a 60 to 65% profit sharing for the community, and the remaining goes to DSG exchange. Now, you might say, okay, we become BG member, we are trading and splitting our trade profits with DSG exchange. So how does BG make money? Well, BG makes money from DSG exchange, not from the members. That's why I say this is such an amazing program where we give BG Wealth Sharing Limited Company, which is a registered investment advisory firm, gives free codes, knowledge, education, financial literacy programs, and help us do the trading. And on the trading platform, we also make profits. So we also get some bonus signals. And what are bonus signals? So when you choose to be a BG member, BG Wealth Sharing appreciates the members so much that they are choosing to be a BG member. So they give BG members a welcome reward and some bonus signals depending upon if you choose to come with 500 USDT or higher. Some people don't know what USDT is. USDT is a stable coin pegged to US dollar. So 1 USDT, which is a digital currency, is equal to US dollar. So we are trading and investing with stable currency. So when the bonus signal comes in, Again, what are we going to do? We are not going to be watching these trading candles or understanding when to enter, when to exit, the stop loss. We are not traders. We are copy trading. So it is very easy to do copy, paste, confirm. The same way when the bonus signal comes, all you do is you need to remember when the bonus signal is going to be issued. Like for example, just a few minutes ago, the last bonus signal was issued and I had one to claim. So what do? You log into your DSC Exchange account, you click on futures, then you go to invited me, and then you click on this confirm to follow the order. Why? Because when you have a bonus signal to claim, it is based on 1% of the assets that you invested. And it has to be minimum 500 to get some bonus signals. 1% of 500 is $5. So you get 6 bonus signals as a new member. Each bonus signal is going to be $5 worth. On that $5, which is 1% of your asset, you're going to get at least 60% profit when the trade goes in. That's all we do. And because of these 2 codes per day, we are actually doing a 1.3% daily compounding. And if you don't understand what daily compounding is, Albert Einstein, the famous scientist, once said that compounding interest is the 8th wonder of the world. The one who understands and can actually incorporate that in their daily income can make a lot of money. And the ones who don't, they will probably keep on paying the interest on their own income for a long time. So the beauty about our project is the daily compounding. If you choose to be a BG member and you're going to follow the instructions and the codes for copy, pasting, and confirming for trading, your assets are going to have about 50% growth on your portfolio each month. So let's say if you started with 1000 USDT, the first 30 days that you do copy, paste, confirm twice a day, you're going to see about 50% of 1000, that is 500 USDT growth on your assets. That's why we say that in under 60 days, you're going to double your investment. Doesn't matter if you start with 100, you start with 200, 300, 3000, 30,000, doesn't matter. The rule is if you are going to do your trades twice a day, 7 days a week, that's the growth you want to have. Most people say, oh no, this is not real. It's too good to be true. Yes, it is real. And yes, it is too good to be true, but it is all logic and it is all based on math and the concept of trading. If you don't understand trading, that's a totally different thing. That is something we can help you learn. And you can always come and try and see how this works. A lot of people will try to do with the minimum that they want to put in and then learn. And then as they become more familiar with our community, with our system, with our process, and the track record that we have created, where people have average, ordinary people like you and I have achieved their financial freedom in under 6 months, then you wake up and say, okay, I'm ready to share this as well. So that's all we do. Copy trading, following the codes issued by Dr. Stephen Beard, who is the founder, owner of BG Wealth Sharing. Now, there is a promise of profit on every trade. And you're like, that's not possible. Of course it's possible. Anything is possible. What is not probably gelling or resonating with you is because you've never experienced anything like this before. Just because this is new and different doesn't mean that it is wrong or it doesn't work or it's illegal. We are 500,000 proud members of BG Wealth Sharing. I have been doing copy trading with Dr. Beard, following his codes for 14 months. And yes, I do my daily trades and I don't miss it. And in 14 months, I have personally experienced 3 failed signals. And when there is a promissory letter to all the investors that there is going to be safety of our funds as they grow, and there's going to be a profit on every trade, why is that possible? Because we have 1% of the asset going into trade. But if the trade signal fails, why? Because we have 99.6% accuracy of the trading signals, but we also have a zero point 0.4 percent chance that the trade could fail. So what happens then? Well, when the trade fails, the 1% of the assets that went to trade, in this example, the assets were 500 USDT. 1% of those assets were like $5 that went to the trade when we did copy, paste, confirm of the code, hypothetically saying that it was supposed to create 65% profit, but it failed. So what happens in that situation? When a trade fail, you lost the 1% principal. Now the company says, we are going to make sure that you don't have losses. So that's why this 5-stage recovery is put in place. Then Dr. Beard will issue phase 2, which is the recovery code. When he issues the recovery code and we, the BG members, execute that and put it in our own trade accounts, then the AI will pull 3% of the assets. That's phase 2 recovery. When that is done and that second phase trade goes in, it recovers the lost principal that we had in the previous failed trade and it makes more money. Why? Because it's 3% of the asset now. And in the 14 months that I've been a proud BG member, I am so grateful for this 5-stage recovery because every time the second phase goes in, we come back successful and we have not only recovered the loss of the failed signal, but we've made more money. This is such a brilliant program, and people can't comprehend how this works. Well, I don't comprehend either. I just follow the rules. And when the trade fails, and if the trade fails, I know that Dr. Beard is going to help me recover my lost principal, and he will also help me make more money. So I'm going to give you an example, a real story that happened on Sunday, like 2 days ago, 2 nights ago. Our evening trade failed. That means all the community members that executed that code at that particular time, they lost their principal. Then about an hour later, phase 2 was executed and we all made our profit and we recovered the lost principal. Now, there were some network issues. Some BG members were not able to log in and they were not able to execute the code. So what happened? Well, they have a promissory note that they are not going to let BG members lose their money. So the management team, and so much kudos to Dr. Beard and Miss Elena and the entire BG management team, that they went back and actually compensated every member who was not able to execute the recovery code. And not only that, they returned the lost 1%, but they also added 60% profit on that from their own pockets. Which company does that? Have you ever participated in an investment program or anywhere where you had a disclaimer, but the company actually said, no matter what, we will make sure that our members do not have a loss ever because of DSG Exchange or because of BG? This confidence actually comes with the knowledge, the experience, and the amazing partnership Dr. Beard has created with DSG Exchange and his 3,700 employees and 200 trading analysts that are always watching and learning and assessing the financial markets for us. Another big question is, have you done your withdrawal yet? And the answer is yes. I will tell you that the proud BG members that you see here, I'm going to ask every member if you can raise your hands and show or experience and share your love with everyone and let us know if you have successfully done your withdrawals. Let's see how many people are going to raise their hands. Let's see. All right. I'm going to stop sharing my screen because I want to see how many people, because we're recording, I'm going to do the gallery show here. I want to see a show of hands from people who are BG members and they have successfully done their withdrawals. Whether it is your first initial withdrawal or you're continuously doing your withdrawals. I have over 500 people sitting here, attendees in my Zoom, and I would love for the guests to see how many hands have raised, and they are so happy to tell you that this works. It's not only because I'm a level 8 leader and I'm the only one who is able to do the withdrawals. That is not the situation here. I'm going to now share my screen one more time so that we can actually continue the conversation here as well. So, uh, thank you so much for your love, and thank you so much for sharing that you are doing your withdrawals. This is one of the biggest question and also fear of a lot of people, because a lot of people who have, let's say, participated in something similar, which they think it is similar, but it isn't. If you can, please lower your hands. That'll be very nice. Thank you so much for your blessings and for your confirmation, especially for the guests who are watching us. I appreciate everyone's feedback. So, people who have had some failures in crypto industry or space, or who tried trading and didn't understand it but lost it, I'll tell you, I've had my fair share of losses as well. But here's the beauty about it. The losses that you may hypothetically, I'm going to say there is never a 100% guarantee of anything, because even Dr. Beard says that it's 99.6% accuracy, and he's done really well to perfect his system. There are chances that things can happen, but he's a man of his words. He will make sure that your funds are safe and you are actually going to make profit. And also, he's the first one who'll come and say, have you done your withdrawal yet? And you say, no, 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 I don't want to withdraw. I want to make more money. No, you should withdraw. Which company owner have you ever experienced will encourage you to withdraw? And you know why he says that? He says that so that the money, the income that you're creating by following his instructions, you can actually use it for your lifestyle improvement. Create a cushion for yourself. Do something special for your kids, your elderly parents, for yourself. Go on a vacation, pay that debt off, buy that new car. Whatever you have, your dreams and desires, he helps you achieve that. And I'm so grateful that I have a mentor and a leader like Dr. Stephen Beard. So let's talk about Dr. Stephen Beard. Dr. Stephen Beard is amazing. It's an honor to introduce him. He founded BG Wealth Sharing in 2018. Yes, it's not a startup. It's been around for 8 years. But what was special about our program is that 3.5 years ago, he signed a 10-year partnership agreement with DST Exchange in August of 2022 to enhance the verified retail investor traffic for DST Exchange. He already had been working with DST Exchange. That's why he had that collaboration partnership, because he knows them, he's worked with them. There was this amazing synchronicity that he could work with them and create the collaboration, the win-win-win model. He combines academic insights with practical trading experience. Why? Because he has a doctorate in finance. He's been in the finance industry and crypto industry trading for over 2 decades. He has created this amazing, brilliant hybrid investment model of copy, paste, confirm. We call it copy trading, that pairs human judgment with amazing multi-million-dollar AI and data signals that he creates, his team creates, and they issue those codes for ordinary people like you and I to actually create our daily income. He has a strong track record of mentoring leaders, and that is, I think, his sixth power, where he can cultivate the talent and he can help you achieve your dreams as you are going to be disciplined enough and you're going to persevere, and with persistent daily trading and understanding of our philosophy, you can achieve success here with BG Wealth Sharing. As of January 2026, BG operates in over 100 countries, and we have proud BG families of over 500,000 members all over the world. BG Wealth Sharing is currently strategizing for expansion into the United States and aims to establish their headquarters in Colorado hopefully by the summer or end of this year. We will have more information when that information is ready and will be shared by Dr. Beard himself, either on Bonchat or the Sunday Zooms that he hosts, and I sometimes co-host with him. He does the announcements there. Earlier in January of 2026, he also shared the 2026 developmental plan where he announced 300 BG Wealth Sharing investment consulting centers starting with United States and expanding out in different countries where he committed over $60 million of investment into the economy and helping average ordinary people become financially free through the financial literacy programs that he educates and shares and does that on a daily basis with all the BG members. So if you are ready and you want to be a partner with BG, come learn the win-win-win philosophy that we are actually talking about. This is our key differentiator. Sometimes people say, oh, I've been in a program like this before. I don't think so. Some people say, oh, yes, somebody else has been doing the same thing. I don't think so. Nobody will come closer to what we do here. And the BG Wealth Sharing model, the success stories are going to be the biggest results that you can see. I don't have to rave about anything. When you hear stories after stories after stories from all the BG members who are living proof of what they have accomplished and how they are achieving their financial freedom and how many thousands of families and members that they have touched, then you will also wonder if this is a chance for you to do something for yourself and your family. So let's talk about the win-win-win model that we have. The first win I'm going to talk about is BG Wealth Sharing. And you can see that there is this investment partnership commitment letter where Dr. Beard commits to providing 2 codes per day to every BG member. Doesn't matter where you live, where you come from. Doesn't matter if you start with 100 USDT or 1,500 or 50,000. Doesn't matter. It's an equal opportunity platform to learn and do copy trading. The question is, 1, do you want to do it? 2, do you have an open mindset and an open heart and a learner mindset, an attitude of gratitude to learn something different that might really change and transform your life? That's a question you have to answer for yourself. He's going to issue the code. If you don't execute the code, you're not going to have a profit on the trade. That's not on him. That's on you. If you are not following the codes, you don't compound. That's okay. If you are going on a vacation and you can't do daily trading, that's on you, not on him. His promise is to give you the 2 codes. Your commitment is to copy those codes and put it in your own trade account and manage your own account yourself. He's also saying that just in case the trade fails, there is a 5-stage profitable recovery system put in place. Now we have to adhere to the timing, the direction, the specific directions he gave, the rules that we have to follow. Because if he's going to promise the safety of our funds and he's going to promise a profit on every trade, then he's expecting us to follow his rules. And that's all we have to do. Then he's also saying that the investors must comply with the company's policies, maintain the company's reputation, and uphold company's culture. That is our commitment if we choose to be a BG member. He's not asking for any money from us. There is no subscription, there is no commission, nothing. In fact, he gives us so much money in rewards and in encouragement in supporting our business growth, just like any franchise model does, or insurance agencies build their own brands and agencies. It's the same thing here. But we get way more because we are not paying BG a single penny, which is brilliant. So the third thing right here, he says that if somebody is caught spreading rumors or negative information or misbehaving, being disrespectful, unprofessional, and if they are reported and after inquiry, they can actually cancel their membership and will request the member to withdraw all their funds and leave. Spreading rumors or tarnishing the brand and the reputation of the company will not be tolerated. And then the fourth and the important one is just in case, because our funds are not with BG, they're not the custodian of our funds, we are, but we are also using DSG Exchange, which has highly top-notch security. And if, because of any reason, because we have our funds on DSG Exchange and our funds have any loss, then BG will actually reimburse all the lost funds. It's written here. But we have to follow the rules that the company has issued. So the 5 signal policies here. Now let's talk about the collaboration, because the collaboration, these two parties collaboration where our funds are safe and there's a profit on every trade, DSG Exchange wants verified clients. So because we are bringing the liquidity and we are bringing the traffic, we are bringing the trade volume to the exchange, we are doing a profit sharing with DSC Exchange and us, the community. And with that, we get 60% minimum profit. It could be 61.45, it could be 65.47, it could be 63.0, don't know. Every trade profit is different, but minimum 60% is guaranteed. So DST Exchange is fully legal and compliant. They have registrations and business certificates with over 30 countries and regions all over the world. That's why they are fully legal and compliant. What I am very interested in is the US Securities SEC's registration and the FinCEN registration that DST Exchange has. Now, BG also has that registration. So we are super blessed and honored to work with two companies, their partnership collaboration, equal partnership collaboration that we are able to leverage. That is what we create this win-win-win model with. So what is the third win here? That's the BG Wealth investors. That is you and I. That is the community, which is so proud to be here. Now, if you are a guest or you are watching this video as a replay, I would let you know that when you choose to be a BG member, you get a welcome reward. That welcome reward doesn't come from my pocket or your referrer's pocket, because as you heard, when somebody chooses to be a BG member, it's absolutely free. But in order to create your own DST Exchange account, you need a referrer. Somebody needs to sponsor you into our community, because it's not like, out in the world where you can just grab a link and just go create. If you want the safety of your funds and you want a profit on every trade, you have to be sponsored into the program. Somebody who is a proud BG member, they are creating their BG story. They are the only one who can bring you in. Not something new. A lot of businesses do the same. That's exactly what BG chose to do. That's exactly what DST Exchange wants. They want their current clients, their current BG wealth sharing investors to refer their own family and friends into the program. They do not spend any money on traditional marketing. They don't believe in that. That's why you will not see BG or DST Exchange. I think DST Exchange probably has, but BG Wealth Sharing does not have any mainstream social media platform presence. They're only on Bond Chat, only for funded members. It's a gated community. So you have to have a funded member account so that you can then become a part of our community. So when you join, and you are going to start your investment journey, if you come with 500, if that's your decision, then you're going to get 5% welcome reward. If you come with 1,000, you're going to get 5% again, welcome reward. 3,000, 2,000, 900, whatever is your amount, your budget that you want to join and be on the DST Exchange platform as a BG member, you're going to get a 5% welcome reward. Now, if you are coming with 500 or higher, you also get 6 bonus signals. And I just shared a few minutes ago that bonus signals are additional, where you can get 1% of your assets as a bonus signal. That helps you do compounding a little bit more. It gives you a boost. It adds to your trade volume and your trade account. That is a super amazing reward that BG gives as a thank you, because you're choosing to be a BG member. So, mission and vision. If you don't understand the mission and vision of BG Wealth Sharing and Dr. Stephen Beard, where his personal mission is to remove poverty from the planet and give ordinary people like you and I an opportunity to create something for ourselves, maybe that is extra few $100 or few $1,000 to have some breathing room for yourself, or it is something that you want for your kids for college, something you want for retirement fund, or maybe you want to pay off some debt. That's what he wants to create. He wanted to create opportunities for average people who do not get those opportunities on a regular basis. So let's talk about the mission of the company and the vision of the company. Vision is to empower every active investor to become a BG owner and ensure that they have guaranteed income through BG. What does that really mean? An active investor is somebody who's committed to doing 2 trades per day. Why is that? If you are not going to execute the trade, then your money, the 1% that you are giving permission to the AI to go to trade, then that money doesn't go to trade, meaning the liquidity is not provided. The money doesn't go to trade, the trade volume is not there. You don't make money, DST Exchange doesn't make money. If the trade is not executed, when DST Exchange doesn't make money, BG doesn't get their share. So we become very, very crucial to this win-win-win philosophy because we bring in the commitment of an active investor who is going to execute 2 trades per day minimum. When you welcome the BG philosophy, when you embrace the mission and the vision, and you blend in with the company's mission and vision, you tend to treat BG Wealth Sharing as your own company. You fall in love with the culture, you fall in love with the community, you fall in love with the platform, you fall in love with the entire opportunity. Why? Because it is giving you an opportunity to breathe, to learn something that you never learned before. And what is that? How can your money make money? How can you really be an investor? You are a hardworking individual. You all are smart. You all have vast experiences. You probably know how to save money, but your money doesn't make money. This is where financial literacy comes in and an investor mindset comes in. So we also want to ensure that you can create daily income through BG, not through the referral program, but through your own trade account. And I'm going to give you an example. Hypothetically saying, let's say you had a $10,000 trade account. You're going to do 2 trades per day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. That $10,000 trade account is going to have about 50% growth on the trade account that you have. So that means 50% of 10,000 is what? 5,000. So the first 30 days, you're going to earn about 5,000 on that trade account. Is that good money? Side gig money? Do you think that money can give you a breathing room for you and your family? Do you think that money can help you pay off some debt? Maybe pay a down payment towards a car that you really need. Maybe your transmission died off and then you need some money. Do you think that is possible? Absolutely, yes. But there is some learning curve here because it's cryptocurrency, right? So anything is possible if you can envision and embrace that I need to learn this system. Nobody has taught me, and you're not paying anything to learn this platform. But you have to commit to learning. Because if you're not going to learn, then nothing's going to work. So we have a philosophy here called being and growth. And Dr. Beard made me laugh today because I was sharing something very personal with him today and kind of getting some coaching. And he not only made me laugh, but shared some amazing insights that, when people try to judge you or people are trying to pull you down, that is because anything that is different and new and that can really empower them, they're scared first. Anything that we don't understand can cause misunderstanding, right? So that's why I am here to educate you on today's seminar, which is totally experiential, where I am sharing my journey with you. And if you stay till the end, you will probably hear some more people sharing their journey. And if Mr. Randy is here, I would love to hear his testimonial because he just became level 6 leader. And I'm so grateful and inspired by his story that we really heard recently on Von Chat, the video that he created. If he's here, I would love to hear his story. If he can come, that would be awesome. So, being and growth, what does that really mean? The business group, the Beard group that we are a part of, means that being is the core concept. You might say, Gagan, this is an investment platform. If I want to just put in 500 and just do copy trading, is that enough? Yes, you don't have to refer anything, but if you're not going to understand the system and embrace the philosophy and understand your role and responsibility of doing the trade, you're going to miss on the transformation that you can create. Because as your mind grows, as your perception changes, as your dreams are becoming a reality, as the numbers don't lie, and Dr. Beard is a man of his words, your confidence increases. You gain awareness. You get more clarity. You get more courage. Very often I say, you really need courage to make money. And for money to make money, you need a little bit more clarity and confidence as well. So as you learn, your mindset changes, your perception changes, your confidence level changes, your ability to tolerate a lot of other things also changes because now you can see how your trade account is going to do 1.3% daily compounding. And as you're able to withdraw and change your lifestyle, as you are sharing this education, the financial literacy platform with your friends and family and your loved ones, your colleagues, your neighbors, whoever that community is, that essential continuous growth creates such a beautiful impact and transformation in your circle that it also deepens you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and also physically. A lot of times people say money is not everything, and I agree, money is not everything, but money can help you achieve a lot of things as well. So, as you are going to share or not share, that's totally up to you. You do not have to share because it's not a multi-level marketing company. We're not selling a product. We're not selling a service. We are educating people to learn copy trading if they want to double their investment in under 60 days. When I started my journey 14 months ago, all I did was 2 trades per day, copy, paste, confirm, and that's it. And I did not look at the referral program or anything for almost 4.5, 5 months. When I quadrupled my money and I withdrew, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I want to put in more money and I want to let it ride. I can do 2 trades per day and that's it. But I got very blessed that people started to come and they started to raise their hands and say, we heard that you're doing BG. I said, yes. How long have you been doing? Well, 4 or 5 months. I'm like, if you can teach us what this is about and you can help us learn the compensation plan, then we will do BG with you. I'm like, what? That's how my journey started. And that's why I went and learned the compensation plan and understood what this really is. Because people started to come and look at me because I was one of those who could train and who could educate people because my background is I'm a university professor for a long time. I've been in talent development for a long time. I've done graphic design work. I have a doctorate degree, a terminal degree in design. So I've had a lot of experiences myself. So when it came to teaching someone else and helping someone achieve their dreams, I raised my hand and said, I can do that because I'm already having success on the platform. I have spoken with Dr. Beard personally. He has blessed me with 20 minutes of his precious time, to come on a video call, and I understand his mission. That's how my team building journey started. So, team building is optional. But if you choose to be a BG member, then you're committing to do the trading. You're not committing to build a team. If you want to build a team and if you want to refer, then of course, we have a very strong referral program, which most companies actually have a strong referral program. They don't advertise it. It's always like, if you work with an organization and if you refer an employee, a friend of yours, and they are hired, you might get a little bonus. This is no different. But the bonus doesn't come from somebody's salary, right? When you refer your friend to an organization where you also work, the bonus that the company is going to give you because they really loved the referral you made and that person is talented and they don't pay the referral from your friend's salary, do they? They do it from their own pocket, right? BG is the same. So the mission is long-term AI-powered daily trading and team building for income growth, for financial freedom. There is no promises here, but if you really want to learn the compounding calculator, stick around, I might show you that. So, earning stable income is through copy, paste, confirm, copy trading every day, 2 trades per day. Some of us are blessed because we were able to unlock our third permanent signal. So some of us have 3 codes per day, and we trade 3 times a day, and we have a higher percentage of our daily compounding. Now, if you want to refer and you want to earn more extra income, you're welcome because the trade account that you have is actually your cake. Okay. And then the extra referral bonuses or rewards or dividends or whatever, they're icing on the cake. So I always say that your financial freedom should come from your own trade account. But if you did not start with a higher amount, like I started with only 200 USDT 14 months ago, then you can actually learn and master the compensation plan and see the referral side of things. And you can earn, 45,000 or 100,000 or 200,000 or whatever, you want to bring in and earn from the company. So let's go talk about the next slide, which is about the common sense rules, which is the BG community rules. Now, whether you are referring or not, these are applicable that you should be following company rules, just like wherever you work or wherever organization you are part of. BG is no different. This is a professional organization where you have to follow the company rules, you have to learn the core philosophies, focus on what's right, and please have patience. Appreciate and support your team members, the BG community. We are the biggest resource that you can get when we are on Bond Chat. So showing respect to each other is very important. Listening, follow instructions, spreading positivity is expected. And of course, that's the professionalism that we are expecting from everyone. Consulting with Dr. Stephen Beard for questions or mentoring is highly recommended. Replicating company's philosophy, upholding the company's culture, reputation, and brand awareness is also a part of our members. Then sharing goals, like I share my quarterly goals with Dr. Beard all the time. And when I hit my goals sooner than what I had anticipated, then I go back and I change my goals and I say, this is what my new goals are. And he knows when I'm having that conversation, he'll come back and say, are you writing your goals now? I said, yes, sir. Give me a few minutes. I need to edit those and give it to you. And he is so encouraging and appreciative. And when you are seeking the advice where you don't know how to handle something, he's always there to coach you, guide you, and walk you through your own, confusion or whatever you're struggling with so that he can provide you the clarity and the confidence to move forward. So having the right investment mindset is very important. And if you are not an investor by trade or by choice, then this is an amazing community to be a part of so that you can actually be one. Managers, meaning people who are building their organizations, their own agencies, their own teams, they must attend company meetings that are led and facilitated by Dr. Beard on Bond Chat. You are encouraged for team participation. If you're brand new and you're a new level 1 leader, you might have a little bit of hesitation. You don't know what we are talking about, or you're just observing first, and that's okay. but be on Bond Chat to learn. It is such an amazing community. We share, we learn, and every session that Dr. Beer talks about, it's a light bulb moment. You learn something new and it just resonates with your heart and soul, and you feel blessed all the time. And the gratitude and the humility that you have in that moment is super amazing. So, after you are doing your meetings, and people who are on your team who are not in that meeting, it is highly suggested that you share what you've learned and summarize it or share that information in your own groups, in your own teams. Disrespecting people, whether they are in your team, your upline, crossline, downline, if they're a BG member, please don't disrespect them. Whether it's on Bond Chat or anywhere else, I highly recommend that please be professional and have some restraint and behave like a professional, right? And we are all adults. We do not have to remind each other that we are not kids and it's not high school. And don't be mean. That is very important. And I also want to tell that people who are brand new, who are new, who maybe don't know that Miss Elena is not an AI. Dr. Beard is not an AI. I am not an AI. None of our BG leaders are AI. And Miss Elena is not an average $7 an hour virtual assistant. She is a level 8 leader in BG Wealth Sharing, probably getting to level 9 right now. And she's also extremely talented and patient and has been a loyal BG member and is now, for the last, what, a year or more, has been Dr. Beard's assistant also. So please treat her with some respect and also with some patience and grace over her. Now, a lot of people sometimes will say, why can we not automate everything? I understand that need and that suggestion, but that is not BG's way of doing things. And if you really want everything automated, then maybe BG is not for you. Then you can go and take out all your money and go somewhere else, because then what we create here, you will not be able to create. So if you really want the benefits, then you have to respect the rules and the structure and the system and the processes that are already put in place. Please don't go and give your own information and advice when you have not seen the actual true working of the platform yet. So, very important. If you can get familiar with what we are really doing here, which is financial literacy, helping you do your trades, profit on every trade, and daily compounding, that is what will create long-term profits for you. If you want higher income, then you have to follow the group rules. Why? Because the only right you have as a BG member is 2 codes per day. Rest everything is a benefit. And if you are going to be disrespectful or you're going to create havoc or misbehave and not going to be professional, then your benefits can be taken from you. Financial freedom, which is only 1% of the population out there, financial freedom is everybody's dream, I think. It has been my dream also. And financial freedom will start with your own trade account and with building a team. You can probably achieve financial freedom with your own trade account if you come in with a very large amount, which is not recommended at all. And if you are going to be a passive investor, meaning that you do not want to care and look at the referral side, not a problem, because it's not mandatory for anybody to do that. But if you have a financial freedom number in your mind, then you probably have to double that number, and that would be your starting investment. So, for example, let's say your financial freedom number is 15,000 per month income that you want to create on your trade account. So that means your initial investment trading account has to be $30,000. Because remember, I said 2 codes per day, you're going to get about 50% growth on your trade account. So if you have a $30,000 trade account and 15,000 is what you want to make, you have to have a $30,000 trade account. Now, the question is, you want to come in with your own money or you want to earn it from the company? Well, I chose to earn all of my money from BG Wealth Sharing. And that's why I'm here. And I love BG. Why? Because it gave me so much of hope that I don't have to dip into my savings or sell something, or sell my jewelry or whatever to get into BG. Why? Because there's no requirement of that. because the compounding is super powerful. Now, if you really want time freedom, that's where your duplication and replication is going to kick in. And I'm going to talk about the 5 advantages, what make us so unique. 99.6% of accuracy of the trade signals that are issued by Dr. Beer. You will not get that anywhere. Even if you are a professional trader with millions of assets under management, you cannot beat that because we do have a lot of people who are BG members with that trading experience of 10, 15 years. They cannot match that accuracy either. So they also come and learn from Dr. Beard. Compliant and legal DST exchange. Of course, I shared with you that if you are interested in doing your own due diligence, please do not go do open search engine due diligence because it's a search engine, not a due diligence engine. So I would recommend that on my YouTube channel, there are videos that I have created for everyone to go and watch as to how should you do your due diligence on SEC's website, on Australian Security and Commission's website, on how do you check BG's registered investment advisory firm notice there. So please go watch those videos, and I think you will learn a lot as to how proper due diligence should be done. There is a guarantee of fund safety and profit on every trade that comes from BG Wealth Sharing, and they have a 30 million pound escrow account as a safety precaution that just in case if something happens, they have to put money into our accounts because there was a loss. BG has the backup for that. Long-term partnership is between DST Exchange and BG Wealth Sharing. So leverage that partnership. I think that is going to be amazing. Stability meets opportunity is where you have the opportunity to not only make money on a daily basis with your trade account, but you have other opportunity like building a team, earning dividends. Dividends are profit sharing with BG based on the trade volume of your organization. It doesn't come from people bringing people and money is rotated like that. It's not a Ponzi scheme. It's not a pyramid scheme. People are not educated enough, so they just think they know what they think they know, but that is wrong information. So the person who invited you here to look at BG, to listen to what I'm sharing, or is going to give you my video to learn and watch, please have an open mind. Do not assume just because we have a very strong referral program that BG is a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme. It is not. It is not a multi-level marketing either. We are registered investment advisory firm, and we are investors first, referrers second. So you also have the opportunity to become shareholders with BG Wealth Sharing. If you are a level 7 and above leader outstanding and your name is nominated because of your performance, because of your exceptional abilities and service to the community. So with that said, let's talk a little bit about the withdrawal process. So if everybody's taking notes, what did I say? You can double your investment in under 60 days. So when you have doubled your investment and a little bit more, I would highly recommend that you do your withdrawal of your initial investment for a few reasons. What is that? First, you need to really have a personal story created and a personal experience of how do you withdraw. And later, I'm going to ask Miss Yolanda how much did she withdraw today because she did, a big amount. And I'm super excited. Why? Because this withdrawal process is in place not only as an automation, it is there for the safety of every member. It is a manual process. There is a flat handling fee of 12% that is applied on all withdrawals. That's how DST Exchange also makes money. The eligibility is that when you create your DST Exchange account, you get 2 wallets in your assets area. There is an exchange wallet and there is a trade wallet. The trade wallet is connected to BG for copy trading. Any money that you transfer. I don't. Ms. Yolanda doesn't. Your sponsor doesn't. Dr. Beer doesn't. You are going to transfer the money into the trade account and you're going to agree that it has to double through the trading volume. If it doesn't get doubled and you want to withdraw, you're going to pay a 20% early penalty fee for moving the funds from trade to exchange to withdraw. So you will end up paying 32% withdrawal if your trade account assets have not doubled through trading. You cannot add your bonuses or dividends to make it double. You cannot add your own money to make it double. It has to be through the trading. And the trading is how much? Only 1% of the assets. So it does take about 55 to 60 days for your initial investment to double. So please be mindful of that. Now, when you are actually going to withdraw, you have to go through the process of first, your account should be verified. Two, you have to bind your withdrawal wallets. Three, you should have money in the exchange wallet. Four, you have to initiate the withdrawal. When you have done all those four steps, then you go to Miss Elena on Bond Chat and you request that she can approve your withdrawal because it's your first withdrawal. You will also have to send your government issued IDs, holding your ID and a selfie, the same ID that you use to verify your account. Once that is done, she might ask you one or two more questions, depending upon, whatever she needs. You provide that to her, and voila, you will be able to get your withdrawal. So these are technical settings. So your referrer should be able to guide you. This is their responsibility to help you get started and situated and help you onboard and help you understand how to do the trading, also how to set up Bond Chat, also how to communicate on Bond Chat, reach out to Dr. Beard and Miss Elena, also how to withdraw. That is your referrer's responsibility. So the question is, are you ready to create your wealth? I think you are, because those who really see the opportunity, they are like, I'm ready to get started. How do I get started? Well, let me share a few other things and then we'll tell you how you can get started, because you need the referral link of the person who's invited you. So you have to go and talk to them and say, okay, I have a few questions or I'm ready to get started. So referral rewards is something that is optional. If you want to build a team, stick around. I'm going to share what this can do for you. Now, this is not a pyramid scheme. It's an equal opportunity for everyone. But you do get the leverage of the trade volume. Why? Because money is purely created here for all of us with the win-win-win philosophy for DST Exchange, for BG, and for us through trading. Okay? So when you refer someone, you're going to get 5% bonus up until 999 USDT. But the minute somebody comes in with 1,000 or more, you, the referrer, the sponsor, is going to get 10% of the assets that were brought in. Now, this 10%, the 100 or the 300 or the 500, this is actually not coming from the new members' wallets. It is coming from BG's profit sharing. They make a lot of money, and they make the money because they are the ones who are actually issuing the code. So they know the millions of dollars of trade that they do on the exchange. They know how much money they're going to get because they are helping us put in the money for the liquidity that we provide on the exchange. So all of these rewards, the benefits, they are given by BG Wealth Sharing. So we have the compensation plan for BG Wealth Sharing, not DST Exchange. And it's not my responsibility to issue the rewards or anything. That BG management team does. I'm just a BG member like you guys. I'm not a company owner or an executive or an employee or anything. I'm just a BG member like you, like most of the people here. The only difference is I've been doing this for 14 months and I have the leverage that I've created by building an organization which is in multiple countries right now. And I just got my new numbers, I would say. It's over 80,000 people in the organization right now. I'm super excited about it. So that is something that you can get, because the dividend payouts that you can create for yourself based on your ranks, that is super exciting. So if you refer 5 people, whether they are your family, friends, colleagues, whether it takes you 30 days to refer 5 people or 13 months or 30 months, doesn't matter. That's your decision. That's your outlook. That is your choice. But if you can understand what you can create and how much money is here for everybody that BG is willing to give you, Why? Because if you're happy and you are enjoying BG, then it becomes natural to go out and tell people or help them learn what financial literacy is and how can you really invest and how can you leverage the relationship that BG and DST Exchange has created. So when you refer 5 people, you become a level 1 leader. You also qualify for one-time promotion rewards. You also qualify for dividend payouts 3 times a month. So on 9th, the 19th, and the 29th of every month, we get dividend payouts based on the rank that you're at and also based on the trade volume that your organization has. Now, in order for company to count and issue the dividend, your team members' minimum account has to be 300 USDT or higher. If somebody came in with 100 USDT, which we don't recommend, then that account is not a qualified account that will not go into counting towards the dividend payout because the company doesn't make money on level 1 to level 3 leaders because there is not enough trade volume. That's why. So level 1 to level 3, all the benefits that you see here, company pays from their own pocket. Level 4 is a sweet spot where the company break even and they are able to make a little bit of money extra. But level 5 and above, that's where their profits come because the trade volume and the community is extremely large for those leaders who are level 5 and above. So let's talk a little bit about the promotion rewards. The one-time rank achievement rewards that you see in this last column, like 100, 300, 800, 2000, 5000, if you add this number up, it's over 45,000 USDT that you can earn by rank advancements. And if you're looking at the dividend payouts, a level 1 leader in United States and Canada, Australia, like our server, our time zone, India is a little bit different, Vietnam is a little bit different. So I'm only going to talk about our side of the world here, United States, Canada, Australia, European countries. When you are level 1, you're going to get $30 3 times a month. That's $90 per month. Dividend payout. When you become level 2 leader, you're going to get 150 paid out 3 times a month. That's 450 USDT a month. When you are going to be a level 3 leader, now you're going to make $1,500 per month. Why? You're going to get paid 500 on the 9th, 500 on the 19th, and 500 on the 29th of every month. Okay. Now we are in February. There is no 29th February this year. So our third dividend payout is going to be on March 1st for this year. And then we will have 3 for the March payouts. So level 4 is going to get 1,200 3 times. That's 3,600 per month dividend every month. You can be level 4 for 1 month, or you could be level 4 for 4 months. You're going to get paid that dividend. If you're level 5, you're going to get paid 2,400 3 times a month. That's 7,200 per month that the company gives profit sharing dividends to you for having an organization of 1,000 members. And your directs have to be level 1 and above. So this criteria that you see here is not hard if you really understand that the foundational aspect of our compensation plan for dividend payouts is 5 who bring in 5. That's it. And you don't have to do it. Nobody's forcing you to do it. Dr. Beard will never say, hey, go build a team. He's going to encourage you to look at this and see if something resonates with you. That's it. Because I didn't refer anybody for 4 months. I never felt pressured or anything that Dr. Beard is saying, Gagan, you are doing 2 trades per day. Why are you not referring? Never. Not even a single time. But when I really was ready to look at this and build the team, I went back and I said, teach me. I want to do this. I'm ready. So I went back and audited the new member orientation 3 times so that I could gain the confidence and I could really learn the holistic side of what I was missing for the first 4 or 5 months. Now, level 6 is where you have a team of 2,000 members. Remember, 5 who bring in 5, 6 directs who are level 1 and above, and a total organization of minimum 2,000. You can make 15,000 per month dividends here. And a $12,000 one-time bonus reward. Level 7 was the highest rank last year. And level 7 means that you have 7 directs who are level 1 and above and a team of 5,000. And then you qualify for 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 3 times paid out on the 9th, the 19th, and the 29th, equaling minimum 30,000 dividends for the month. And you could be level 7 for even 1 month or 4 months or 10 months or whatever, or 13 months, doesn't matter. You're going to get paid that dividend payout till you are on that rank and you don't go to the next one. The reason I'm excited to share this because when I joined, I didn't do anything. I was a passive investor because I didn't care about referring. I can't say I was selfish. I think I was ignorant. I didn't see the power. I was not interested. I always wore the hat of a passive investor. I've been in the crypto space as an investor since 2021. And I met my amazing community that taught me so much in 2023. And then in December of 2024, BG came along and my sponsor, Gary, called and said, Gagan, I want you to take a look at BG. And I said, what is it? He says, well, you are an investor. I said, yes. He says, you know trading. I said, yes. He says, you like crypto. I said, absolutely, yes. He says, well, it's copy trading, profit on every trade, and 1.3% daily compounding. It was a phone conversation. I said, send me the link. That's all I said, because I understand all those things. Rest, I can learn as I go. I never saw a PowerPoint presentation. I never saw a video because there was none at that time. And it was a gated community. And he says, well, Dr. Beard will teach you everything. I'm like, seriously? The company owner is going to teach me everything? He says, yeah. He sits and he teaches everything to everyone. I'm like, okay, let's go. So that's how I started my journey on my birthday, because BG is my birthday present to myself 14 months ago. And I'm super proud that when I achieved level 1 on June 17th of 2025, I went from level 1 to level 7 in 90 days. And I went from level 2 to level 6 in 30 days. And I'm also the first member in United States to earn a luxury car from the company. That is the promotion that if you reach level 7, company will help you earn a luxury car that they pay for, and you can drive a luxury car. So I love my luxury car that Dr. Beer pays for. And then a few days ago, I got promoted to level 8 because I have 3 directs who are level 7, and I have probably way over this. I'm kind of getting close to level 10 numbers in my team organization because I have 28 directs. And I have made a promise to all of my directs that I will help you get to level 7. Whether it takes you 7 months or 17 months, doesn't matter. Because there is no competition with speed here. As long as you are committed to learning and growing and executing your daily trades, you will get to the level that you want to see yourself at. So yes, I did get a $100,000 bonus when I got promoted. And yes, I am making that much dividends from the company, not because I brought 80,000 people. I just go out and educate and share, and then people just make the decision based on their own choices and knowledge and understanding. So there is no enticement here. There is no encouragement here to build a team. That's totally an adult choice. I'm just helping you get all the information that you might need from today's presentation. Now, let's talk about the dividends and how does that work? Well, if you remember, 5 who bring in 5 is our main foundational structure. And when you are able to refer, whether it takes you 5 days or 15 days or 5 weeks or 5 months, it took me 6 months to get to level 1 to refer 5 people. Because I didn't care. I didn't want to. But when I did, I'm like, wait a minute. I know how to do business development. I'm going to strategically place the right people so that I can leverage, because I'm a business owner by trade. I've been doing businesses and running my own businesses, not only as an entrepreneur, but also as a traditional businesswoman for over 15 years. So I know how to build businesses. So that's how this was. BG is a business for me. And I was able to leverage where you can see yourself at level 1, the tier 1, you have five members that you have referred, then they refer five people, then that'll be 25 people on that tier. If you do the multiplication, you can see how these numbers grow. So when you have a 10,000 member team, your projected earnings could exceed 100,000 per month. And then people will say, I don't believe this. It's too good to be true. Yes, it is, but this is real numbers. There are a lot of people who make way more than every month here in BG, and all they did was they were persistent, they were consistent, they had an open mindset, they had an attitude of gratitude, and they were willing to try. So the dividend payouts, I said that yes, you get paid 3 times a month, and you're going to leverage that because of the trade volume. So the question now is, are you ready to build the team? And if the answer is yes, welcome to BG, because we would love to help you understand the difference between 2 codes and the 3 codes. Like I said, with 2 codes per day, that is a right of every BG member to get that. Whether you execute or not, that's a totally different thing. But Dr. Beard is going to give you 2 codes per day. With that execution, you're going to get 1.3% daily compounding. But with the third permanent signal, which is a reward and a benefit that you get if you build a team. 5 who bring in 5, 30 people. When you have that structure, your daily compounding will be minimum 1.8% or higher. That means your trade account is going to grow by 70% or more every month. That's a lot of money. So how are we making the money? Through trading. Okay. So this is the structure that we're talking about. Yes, this is the reason if you really want to in future qualify yourself to unlocking this amazing benefit that BG Wealth Sharing gives to the leaders who want to build a team. You have to start with 500, and every member has to start with minimum 500, and they have to do 2 trades per day, because that is how you're going to prove that you are a committed BG member who is an investor first and a referrer second. So are you ready to create your BG story? That is the amazing question that I'm going to ask you and leave you with, because you are going to decide that for yourself, that if you are ready to create your BG story, my invitation to you is to try it, learn, see what you can create, and then go create it, live your story so that you become the best proof and the result of what you wanted to create here with BG Wealth Sharing. So that is it for today's presentation. I'm going to stop the presentation here, but I will also take a few testimonials. So